Right, you lot. Now, oh God, God. Who remembers I have a second channel? Shout out if you do remember, because I didn't. I've literally named it Broadband 2. It's like literally in the shadow of the main channel. But then again, the upload schedule to the main channel is inconsistent, isn't it? As it is. But yeah, I feel like the gimmick of this channel's kind of gone now I've left school, which I've kind of said before. But I'm just gonna keep doing what I was doing before anyway, because I enjoy making the videos on this one, and that's what we're gonna keep doing. And if we have any extra random stuff we can do, it's going to be kind of like a shitpost channel. There's not going to be much of a schedule. Like, every few months I might do some, whether that be with myself or with the boys. I don't know. Put it on the channel. It's not like that deep. You know what I mean? Now, I have a kind of a series on this channel where I like to react to stuff I've done in the past or to go through old memories and see different errors in my YouTube career. I mean, it's a bit of a stretch to call it a career. You know what I mean? But to each their own. I've been trying to hide this from the internet, basically. Many years ago, I was on a podcast because I had a proper podcasting phase, didn't I? I started Disney Ranked, I was doing that, and I was like, oh, I need to go on someone else's podcast. And I think this was recorded like August 2021 or maybe July 2021. So, like, that sort of a beef era of my channel where I was doing like the very over the top of beef videos with like the worst lighting and audio quality you can ever imagine. But we've come a long way from them. But this is an hour long, so I'm probably going to split this into three parts so I can really milk it into three videos as well. And yeah, let's just hear that.
You want to rap?
Oh no. Oh,
And it's very honest.
just yeah, everyday. I was trying to.
Linguini's dough.
Right, I just skipped the intro because I think it gives spoilers, and I don't really want to do that. So go on, but
So in this episode of Linguini's dough, we have Lewis Epic Content, mature and honest. And we're
I just this poor guy. This poor guy, Linguini, he seems like a lovely man, but he doesn't have a clue what's going on in this universe. And you're scraping the bottom of the barrel when you're getting me on as a guest. I'm guessing he wasn't getting much attraction. Let's be honest, like he probably was declined by about 10 people and just said, Lewis Epic Content mature and honest, he'll do.
talking
The
about his
girl
YouTube.
channel name on YouTube.
Yes.
Basically, I was trying to think of the most like ironic name possible, and I was like, what if I just say a bunch of stuff that isn't true and make it like 80 characters wrong?
There you go. That is how you.
That is the true story why I was called Lewis Epic Content mature and honest. I needed a better name than Lewis's fucking gaming channel, and that's all that I could come up with.
You
Yeah.
make an iconic name. And it's very honest.
At least I'm honest.
Yeah, so why don't you introduce yourself, Lewis?
Yeah. So I'm Lewis. I'm a teen from the UK, and I do YouTube mostly. I also do a podcast, and yeah, I'm just everyday bloke to be honest.
You've really not sold me in the intro there. No one goes on a podcast and goes, yeah, I'm your average teen, I'm your everyday bloke. Who's listening to that? People probably clicked off, like the bloody reception and like the. But you get statistics that viewers still watching after 2 minutes, it just like plummets.
Yeah,
There's not
that's
a lot
fine.
to it, but I'm
Absolutely.
just here to kind of promote my channel and to talk about the stuff that's going on and how I kind of deal with that and my promotion and all that. So I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no problem. It's fun. So let's start. Why do you make YouTube videos?
It's not the most interesting story, but I'll tell it anyway. So I've been watching YouTube since I was, God knows, like 5 years old. I used to collect like these little figurines, and I would watch like people unbox them and stuff. And I've been watching it since I was like 5. And one of my friends at school, when I was like 9, did YouTube, and
Big up Ruth Weiser.
I got inspired. So I've just been doing it ever since. I've had multiple breaks, and I've evolved a lot and changed and stuff. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's cool.
it's not super exciting. I don't have some like epic story of like betrayal, death, and murder, but
But it fits
some
you.
Betrayal, death, and murder is all the same thing, surely.
yeah. So I've been doing it for 5 years now,
Oh
but
wow.
I've only really started taking it proper seriously this year. And my content's only really got.
How many years are we on now then? 2017, fucking 8 years? It doesn't really. It's 4 proper years. Like 2021 was the real start. Like before that is kind of like it's a different person almost, isn't it?
Good this year.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, I had to make the old stuff to get to where I am now, but
Hmm.
some of it I wish wasn't there. I just keep it up though because it's quite funny to like look back at it and see how, and you see the improvement, you know, from the beginning.
Oh, for sure. There's so much difference between like just even probably from the start of this year for you and now.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy, you know. These past 2 years have felt like 2 decades, so
Yeah,
it's absolutely insane. So yeah,
that's good. Do you try to evoke specific feelings from the viewers?
um,
That is way too deep of a question for the type of videos that I was making. Like, evoke with certain emotions when you're fucking doing the cloud theory and confronting the Keeley.
I tend to go for a lot of humor in the videos. It's not, you can't, my content, it's very hard to sum into words, but they're very humorous. So you have a lot of editing and a lot of kind of visual comedy and a lot of stuff. So yeah, I don't really try and reach to like the hearts of my viewers. I do, yeah, yeah, I do music as well. Where I talk kind of about my true feelings. I'm working towards an EP, which
Oh my god, I forget how long I've been doing the music shit. Too long, really. But that's how my strategies changed because of course, like the humor is more of an afterthought now, and now with the commentary videos, like a big change is that I brought back the commentary, but before it was more based off the jokes. Now it is more based off the topic and actually trying to educate or inform, actually talk about something that I feel something about and giving a view, but also add in, the classic stuff that you add. And I like doing that a lot more. It's interesting to watch this because you see like where my mind's at and what I was doing then compared to now and how much it changes. So
hopefully I can release later this year or maybe next year.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's quite exciting.
how's that going?
Yeah, it's going all right. I'm improving a lot. Like I've never had like any musical ability at all.
yeah, didn't need to state that.
I just had like this kind of epiphany moment. I just released a song. It's pretty awful, but you know, like my second song, it was slightly better. My third one's going to be slightly better. You know, and I'm just gradually getting better with each track I do. So, yeah.
Yeah,
I
one
swear I said a line about that in Waves. Keep getting better.
improvement at a time. Uh, what types of things do you have to learn for doing that?
I just really focus like lyrically because I know I'm not that great of a singer or a rapper, so I focus very hard on like my lyrical content and making sure that the rhymes are good and that it flows well. And luckily,
It flows well, God. What my old songs are so badly written. Like I did a thing the other day where I was looking how many characters were in all the new songs in the new album I'm working on, and like the most had like 600, maybe no 500 and something. I think it was. Find Your Way had like 1,100 words, and Waves had even more. I think there was too many words for old songs.
I've got a very talented friend who's mate Lakili, who
Big up the Keely.
if you've seen any of her videos, I mention him quite a lot, and he does like all my instrumentals and stuff, and he's super helpful with that. So
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, and I remember just as well, I saw a video regarding that you guys were kind of doing a race to 100 subscribers. How did,
yeah, I'll go into that a bit because that's one of my big things.
He must be so confused because like he's seen the videos and he's like, oh, well, the Keely, like you've got beef with him. He's racing against him for 100 subs, and now he's hearing this like, oh, but he's making all the instrumental. I was like, what's going on here?
So basically, in last September, I was moved into a class of Lakili, and we realised, like, look, we've got similar subscriber numbers, and we kind of had a bit of beef, but it was all on camera. Like in real life, we were friends, but because we're in a school, like one of my teachers, Blimmin, saw that and wasn't entirely happy about it. So we had to kind of explain it was jokes, and like a few people just didn't get it because that's the problem with my content. Some people think that like I could be bullying him or that but it was all not serious. But some people don't see that because of the way it's kind of presented. So I do put like disclaimers at the start in my videos now that like this is a joke, this is not to be taken seriously, kind of thing. Because I've gotten into quite a bit of trouble in the past with stuff like that.
oh wow, that's surprising. Yeah, I mean, at least now you put those warnings to kind of help ease it out.
Yeah, because kind of my new age of like my ironic, stupid, kind of over the top content started with a video called Confronting the Kid, where I did just that. I confronted him. It was this jokey video, and although that video was quite controversial with people, it was the one that kind of started all of what I do now, which is really good.
Oh, that is good. Yeah. What
Yeah, that was like the video, that video, and I think like a commentary one that I did later was probably the most like, influential video I've ever done. Where do I sit on the Keely beef now? Because I can't U-turn on it and say that I was bullying, because I still stand to the point of this day that the confronting the Keely video was definitely not bullying. Some of the later ones maybe were, and they didn't have an issue with them. But the thing was, right, I kind of feel bad for him now, because it was clear that the beef was egged on by everyone but him. And if he was on his own and it was me and him, we wouldn't have made it. But it was everyone else that was like, oh, you should do this. And I was the aggregator there. I was making videos on him, and he was giving me nothing back. It was like a one-sided war. So I guess in a way it was bullying, and then it was all like he was fine with it, and he got permission from both of us. It was murky territory, but I wouldn't do that sort of thing again.
do you have any specific strategies to help your channel grow?
Yeah, so what I do is I use Reddit a lot to promote. I do a lot of like sub for subs and loads of promoting. I would probably spend 3 to 4 hours a day promoting and get like 10 subs or whatever, but it's super effective because what I do is I have a like third account which I never use. So I've got a main account, the account I use to watch YouTube, and then this extra account where I do like sub for subs and I subscribe to them on that account.
I'm so glad I've stopped doing the sub for sub stuff, all of the Reddit promotion, because when I like the engagement it was getting. I think anyone does. I think if you're making content and you're getting numbers off it and you're getting responses and you're growing as a channel and you're bigger than your competitors, it's going to make you feel good. It's going to make anyone feel good. But they didn't know that I was sort of hacking it. Well, they did know a bit, but they didn't know to the extent that it was, you know, forced. But it was like it was so toxic, like the routine that I do, because I wouldn't work on a video like in a week anymore. Now I do videos whenever I want and I upload them whenever I want, really. It used to be a thing of it was like every Sunday you'd wake up, you'd film a commentary video, you'd edit it on that day, you'd get it up for about 5, 6 o'clock, and then you'd spend until like 9 o'clock just doing stuff, promoting it for hours, and it was such an exhausting process that I'm so glad I've just skipped the promotion bit of it now. And any engagement I do get now is organic, and I like that a lot more. And it's an awful strategy to grow because you've seen what's happened to me. Like I've got stuck. Think what I thought would happen that if you keep growing it enough, that'll give you a base audience, and it will make other people more likely to watch you if you've got a bit of a base audience, which could be true. But what's happened is that it's a lot of dead accounts, and although the numbers like maintained itself and it's not really fallen as much as I maybe thought it would, it's because a lot of them are dead accounts, and you get a few new ones every once in a while. But usually, when I get big views, it's not from returning viewers; it's new viewers. You know what I mean? And even returning viewers are not sub that you just don't get views from those sub. So it's an awful strategy. Just don't listen to anything I say. Basically.
Have a look at it again and then get 3 subs out of it. It's super effective.
Kind of makes me wonder. So, what is it? What does it feel like when you get more subscribers to you?
It's really exciting. I've had some insane growth. If you look at the start of this year, I was on like 50 subs. Now I'm on 200 and like 20 something, 25 as well.
Wow, that is
Recording
quite
it.
a bit.
Was I really on 200 by August? It was crazy. It was crazy. Like from pretty much like when we did that beef in like June to I'd say about February, March the next year, like we went from like 50, 60 subs to like 600. It was mental. And now I haven't got 700 in like 3 years.
Growth.
Yeah, so I've done quite well. And for me, it's a big deal. Like PewDiePie's got like 108 million or whatever. But for me and kind of our circle, it's like very important because I'm like kind of the biggest YouTuber in our friend group. The others, like Akili's the second biggest one. He's got 119, I believe, as we record this. So I'm way ahead of everyone else. It's just like I don't like to brag, but it's really cool.
Yeah, it is an achievement. It's hard getting subs on YouTube.
Yeah, and yeah, it's all about promotion these days with like social media and all that. You've just got to get yourself out there because when I first started, I didn't promote and I gained like 3 subs in my first day, which was like my mother, my cousin, and my aunt or something. And I was like, why am I not gaining? And then if you look at my content, I think you could see why I wasn't gaining.
Yeah. Do
My,
you?
my first video, right? I'm recording this Roblox video, and I put my phone on like this phone holder, recording my Mac, and you can only see half the screen. When halfway through the video, I hit my hand, and the camera falls, and I just go, "Oh, it fell." And I start calling for my father,
Oh gosh.
and that's on the internet forever, and it's been memed with like everyone in my school. But I find them funny because I can look back at it and I'm like, that's not me anymore. So.
Yeah, you're way past that now.
I will never delete 8th of July 2017, and I will never delete Waves, and it's for two simple reasons. Is that anytime anyone criticizes anything that I make, I can just say, well, it started as this, and granted, maybe it's not got much better in your eyes, but it's an improvement, all right? That's what I've always said.
Now I at least edit and stuff.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, so let's say hypothetically YouTube was your full-time job now. How would you imagine your kind of responsibilities and what your videos would turn out like?
Wow, that's a hard question. There, I'm not entirely sure. Like, I know I've got to try and upload weekly. My goal is to do one video every week, and I've been doing that since April, and I've gotten pretty burnt out. But I'm taking like this week off because surprisingly, my parents are actually getting married this weekend, so that's very big.
Oh, so now I actually know what timeline this was, so it would have been end of August, which the end of August 2021. That was a fun time, wasn't it? I see what right in this though. Nostalgia. Oh, but yeah, the upload schedule thing. I mean, my 2022 schedule was on point. Like 21, 22, it was every week, and I rarely took breaks, and I did like 70 something video. Well, it wasn't that many. It was like I swear it was close to 52. Like I swear I only missed like 6 weeks the whole year. Then 2023, I took the complete opposite approach. That I will go months. No, 2023, I tried to say that I would not do it weekly, and then I ended up doing it weekly. 2024, I did about 6 videos the whole year. And then this year, we got a balance of like, sometimes it's weekly, sometimes it isn't. It's just whenever something in the news happens that I feel relevant to talk about, to be honest.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Congrats.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. But I'm taking this week off and the next one to feel like the honeymoon and stuff. But I just need to make sure that I'm upping myself every month. That every month I'm making a banger. Like my best video is is always going to normally be one of my last two or three because I'm always trying to improve. I don't want to make stinkers anymore. Like the last bad video my friends have said was in like March, and I've just been on a roll since then.
He's I'm a bit arrogant. Like, I know people said the ego thing on me, right? And I always downplayed it. But maybe look at back, like, maybe I was. Maybe I do have a bit of an ego. Maybe they're right.
Yeah, and it's definitely good
And
keeping those limits.
yeah, because I don't want to like get to a top and then to stay there at that level. I want to keep building. It's kind of what Lakidi's done because he's been stuck in like 119 for a long time because he kind of got to the best of what he can do, and then he kind of just milked the same stuff over and over again. That it got old fast. But
Hmm.
Why am I slagging off Lakini? Again? But it is kind of true. Like, he has been making the same content since like 2020. Which isn't a bad thing, because we all love the covers. His gameplay videos maybe not as much, but he likes doing them. But like, it is crazy that in all that time he's never changed up the content. And I mean, like, he tried a few things, but I feel like anything he tried that was like different didn't really land, did it? Like the Chris reviews didn't really work, did it? So maybe that's why. Maybe every time he tries something new, he like didn't. But he did an amazing album, so I don't know what I'm on about.
me, I kind of improve and evolve. So I hope I answered your question right there. It was a hard one.
No, yeah, that's good. It really is just about improvement and just going from there and taking breaks as you're doing this
Yeah,
week and next week.
yeah. which it technically is a full-time job, but I go to school and stuff, and so I guess it is my job, but I don't get paid yet. I'm nowhere near 1,000 like monetization, and I get so many copyright strikes because I use like music and stuff in my videos, but I don't need to worry about that
Oh yeah. Right now, just have
yet.
fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about, because I know, again, going back to, is it pronounced Lackhill?
Lakile.
Lakile. Ah, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely a hard word to pronounce.
Yep. So you guys had that competition, right? Do you feel like
Yeah.
competition kind of fuels your energy more for YouTube?
Yeah, absolutely. Like when that whole thing was going on, the hype was there, and it was so cool, kind of going on, and it boosted both our channels quite a bit because we were doing like back and forth. I did like 4 videos on him. He was like reacting to them. He didn't really want to do a video on me because he was a very nice guy, but doing a video on me from him would seem like serious because he does very serious stuff. He's like super talented, like music. He does his own like covers and stuff. He's so good. So yeah, but it boosted him a lot because after like I of course won the 100 sub war, because I was the underdog because everyone thought he was going to win, but then I just started promoting like mental. I spent 3 days.
I cheated, let's be honest. I found a loophole of how to beat the Keely, which I don't. To be fair, right? To be fair, we both had our questionable ways of getting to 100 because his strategy to get to 100 was he got his mum to put his videos on Facebook and send it to all the millions of family members that he seems to have. And it worked for him. So yeah, I cheated with Reddit and I got Reese to send it to a bunch of his friends, and that helped my growth a lot. But you know what? We both had our strategies, and I came out on top. What can I say?
And when I hit it was a proud moment. 5 years, 100 subscribers. Like, that's not good, but for me, it
Woo!
was massive.
It's a very proud accomplishment.
It was, like most YouTubers will get hundreds of subs a day, but not me.
Yeah, I mean, it's still,
Um,
we all go different paces, and you worked hard and you got to there, to
well,
the
yeah, I
100.
see myself in 5 years. It could be on a couple thousand. If
Yeah.
I keep going at the rate I'm going, I've gone
That's not happening. Unless something miraculous happens with my politics content, I don't know. I'm more likely to lose subscribers with the videos I make now.
from 100 like a month and a half ago to 220 so now. So if I keep going, I could be on 1,000 in like 2-3 years time, which would be great.
Yeah, if you keep that exponential growth. What about your goals
Yeah.
for your YouTube? What are your maybe
My main goals, I really want to get 1,000 subscribers. Of course, that's for me. But I want to. My big goal is to release a song that is really liked universally. Because Akili has a couple of songs people really like, but my songs, they don't get the greatest reviews from my friends and everyone who sees them. Like, a couple of people enjoy them, but that's a big.
Have I done that yet? Does Alien count as universally liked? I mean, I know a few people who didn't like the song, so maybe not. Maybe not. Hopefully, someone off of forum can do that.
Goal of mine to kind of release a single that is universally agreed as great, and that would be fantastic. Of course, but I always wanted to be elevating myself and doing the next kind of best thing that I can do, and always making better content than the last video, and keep working harder, putting more effort, putting more time.
mm,
Eventually, actually putting money into my videos. At the moment, I do it all complete like free and stuff. I just use like a free editing software, but eventually, once I grow, I can kind of spend more money into it, and I want to keep going with it.
yeah.
It will slow down at points, and there will be lows, and there will be times I'm not getting the views and the subs that I want, but it will come back, and that's just YouTube for you. So they're my main goals, but of course, there's always many goals. I have like a master list of video ideas. It has like 30 videos in this point, and a lot of them are stupid ideas that should never see the light of day, but
I feel like it's
but
important that you wrote them down at least.
well, I mean, one of them is I start an OnlyFans, so take that as you will.
Oh.
Why did you share that? What are my goals be now? You know what? I really want to grow like an actual audience. I feel like that's what I need to do. Like, I'd like to. I don't really care about the big subscriber numbers, but I want like a small audience, people that actually watch the videos and actually care. I want more consistent viewership, which is kind of impossible to do. And the problem with what I do is that it is so vast the videos I make. Like I think a lot of YouTubers kind of have a niche that people like, and then they kind of stick to it, and they keep doing that style of content. Whereas me, it's like I'm doing music, I'm doing like video essays and like talk about films and stuff. And then I'm doing like these commentary videos on like politics and like stuff in the world. Or like just internet stuff. It's like there's not a lot of crossover and stuff I talk about, but it's how I'm gonna do it if I do it for me. But I'd love to build an audience thing eventually. And yes, I want a song at University Light, still looking for that.
That one's not going to be happening. Just a little spoiler there, so don't worry.
No, yeah, that would be bad if you started one right
Yeah,
now.
like 10 of them. That wouldn't be great on your brand.
No.
So I just have to make it clear that I'm not going to be doing that. And I don't know if you've seen, but I've also had beef with someone else as well.
What, the
Expand on
Pogo
that. I
zombie?
think I might have missed
So,
that beef.
so a YouTuber called Bromo, and that beef was a lot less like serious. It was just two mates having a bit of a joke, and
Oh god, the Ryan beef was like you know, like they tried to do a sequel to a film and it's like never as good, and it's like Toy Story 5, that beef. It's just like, oh, it worked with the Keeley, so then we're gonna try and do it again. And it was obviously not gonna be as successful because with the Keeley, it worked because we both had similar subs and there was a race element. With Ryan, it was like the sub difference we had was quite major that he was never gonna catch up to me. And like it was a Connect Four battle, and then we didn't even record it. But oh god, it was a fever dream. Like
we did this Connect Four game and there was this big build up. I did a video, he did a video, I did a video, and then there was this whole thing building up to this fight, and it was a Connect Four thing, and in the end, it was on his channel, and it went horribly wrong because he recorded it, but he didn't actually show the Connect Four game. It showed his Minecraft server list, so it went horribly wrong, and I ended up losing that beef.
Oh,
Because we did, it was a best out of nine, but it was like three intervals, and I won the first game, then he won the second, third, fourth, and fifth game. It was pretty much over.
like, oh. Well,
But
hey.
it went completely wrong because we were supposed to do it at 6 p.m., and then he just hit me up.
oh god, that was bad. Like I win the first round and then he wins 4-1, or like 5-1. I think he wins. But the second year, 'cause we tried to do it again, because I was like, oh, I'm gonna come. The storylines, I come back and get redemption, and then it was all going well. Because I was 4-1 up. I think he won like the first game, or maybe he won the second game. No, I think he won the first one actually, and then I got like four in a row, and I was like 4-1 up, and it was first to five. They only needed one more to win, and then somehow we managed to call it back because it was like the best to come back story ever. And I'm still fuming about that to that day.
I put like two. I was like, I'm streaming, let's do it now. So I was like unprepared mentally.
Oh, so you
I
were
just
just in
went,
the middle of like a Minecraft stream or whatever, and then
yeah, I had like 4 hours or something to do the scrap. And I was like I said like in 10 minutes I'll start like studying stuff. I didn't get time.
oh man.
But like it was funny, but
Yeah.
I did lose that beef. And I recently started beef for no reason with a 40-year-old cleaning YouTuber. No content, man.
Hey,
I thought, yeah. And she's not uploaded in a year. Like she could be dead for all I know, but it's just funny that you know what I mean.
there you go.
So yeah. Do you want me
Yeah, speaking of Louise, if like the Ryan beef was like fucking Toy Story 4, this is Toy Story 5. The problem with it is that at least with the other two, right, there were people that actually responded. Like the Ryan beef was point, but he actually responded, he did a video, it was the whole thing, right? Speaking of Louise, she didn't even respond, it was just an attack video. But for no reason, I didn't really have anything against her. I mean, why would I? She's just a normal person making cleaning content. Like, there was nothing offensive about what she was doing. I don't really know what the joke was even. It's just no, it's funny because it's me, of 13. I think I was 13 at the time. Year old going at a 40-year-old woman who makes cleaning content, and I think that was the joke. That was it.
let's talk about like a few of my individual videos that you've seen? Like, do you have any questions about?
Let's see. So we kind of discussed oh man, I forgot how to pronounce it.
Lakilo. Oh, I
Luckily.
understand it.
Let's see. So
Yeah,
there was
it's.
that. I meant to watch that Cloud one. I forgot, I'll be honest. Let's
Oh,
see.
the cloud theory. I can explain that one to you. So basically, right, I was with someone in a taxi who goes to the school.
You don't need that part of the story. Say, I did a video. I tricked my friend into believing that I believe some stupid fear about when you die, you become a cloud. That's all it was.
And I made up kind of this joke theory about the cloud. The theory, right? It's ridiculous. It's when you die, you become a cloud to rain down on the people you don't like.
Hmm.
It's utter nonsense, but I somehow tricked my entire school into thinking that I believed in that theory. And then I did this whole video where I started going on about this ridiculous theory. Then this pretend editor comes in and knocks me out, and then I reveal it was a prank the whole time, and it was a good moment for my friends and stuff.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, that was so cool. Like it's considered my greatest video of all time, but I think an outsider wouldn't really get it. But it was just the whole meme of the cloud fear, and I did a video on it, and then that reveal, it was just one of my greatest moments. It just,
Mm.
oh my god.
The problem with this video, the cloud food, is like it's iconic in my circle. Like I say, oh, it's my most impressive video because it was the one that got the most engagement because of the whole thing. But I tried to steer away from that when I did the commentary stuff. But the problem is, even when I watch like my 2022 commentary videos, I make a lot of references and jokes that only my friends will get. Because although like the videos were on like stuff like, I talked about like Amber Heard and like Lose Women and like Kurt Zuma and stuff. But even when I was like doing that, like there was still a heavy focus on the school references. But I've completely cut all of that now, pretty much.
How big is your school? Because I know you keep mentioning like a lot of people at your school know about
Um,
this drama.
it's, it's quite a small one to be honest, but kind of like all very kind of close because everyone kind of knows about the YouTube, or at least most of the people who are in my class and stuff, and they're all very involved. Like you think, YouTuber in school, you're going to get bullied, but surprisingly for me, everyone's really on board. And of course, you do get the hate comments, and people do hate on your stuff, especially like my music and stuff. But surprisingly, but everyone's quite supportive of each other. And we give constructive criticism. We haven't, and we
Yeah, thank God I wasn't in a mainstream school. No, I think nowadays it's not like a big deal to like be making YouTube videos or like making TikToks. Like some people might bully you, but I think it was more of a thing about the early 2010s because it wasn't as cool. Now it's like it's kind of a common thing. A lot of kids do have social media presences, don't they?
have given the kid a bit of crap for some of his videos in the past. But we do mean well, and we try to like help each other out and stuff. Because most of us are YouTubers, but I'm kind of like the main one.
Oh, that's really cool. I'm glad that
It is,
it all works out. You guys are all connected.
yeah. It's like this whole little community.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like this whole world that like we all understand it, and we're so engrossed in like this guy just shouting about clowns. It's just ridiculous. But
The clowns. Okay. So I would say from watching some of your videos as well, you're interested in memes. That's correct? Question mark?
yeah, I do like. I'm not super like into memes, but I do have like the occasional meme, and I kind of turn myself into a meme to be honest.
Like, comedy.
Like one of my most iconic moments is I mentioned my first video at the
Are we discussing memes in like, a podcast that be like meaningful? Like God, I imagine like he's had like guests on it that have like good life stories. I don't know what other guests he's had. I could probably check, but I think he quit like a few episodes after this one, which like I could probably tell why.
camera fell off. I say, "Oh, it fell," and that just became a famous phrase, and it just was well known throughout the school. Everyone just says, "Oh, it fell." And it's just so funny, but like so not as well.
Oh, it fell.
Then another one, like the Keely, he did it for some reason. He decided, what's a banger video? Let's review some crisps. And he says he's reviewing the tangy cheese Doritos, and he goes, "I can really taste the cheese," and that just became a famous phrase. It was so stupid, but it was like epic as well.
It's very awesome. Yeah. Hey, I mean,
Oh,
Yeah,
the Healy's tangy cheese taste. That's a real iconic video. I mean, it was just like it was the Michael Owen commentary, wasn't it? That review, like tangy cheese tastes like cheese. Wow, like, wow. Good job there, Keely, man.
They don't have to have a lot of meaning. Just he touched the cheese. Oh, it fell.
That's all it is. That's all it is. So
It's awesome.
yeah, and
I feel like now he's staying it out. Like it's kind of like when an adult read down something like embarrassing you said online, and it sounds really silly. Like this sounds really silly now. Oh, it fell. I can really taste the cheese. Like peak of comedy, mate.
they're like the two main in jokes at my content. There's so many I can go into, but like they all have really stupid meanings that like when I explain it, it's just not very funny. You just have to watch my content. Like for one of the big things, I don't know if you've seen it, but I have an editor, a pretend editor called Jordan.
Jordan. He's your
In
pretend
my
editor.
video,
Gordon is a character who's been in the videos even like last year. He's got to be one of like he wouldn't work in a modern video, but I still found ways to get him in. Like he's still a key part.
and I just pretend. Basically, what Jordan does is he takes the mick out of me, says I'm ugly, overweight, and stuff. And he's appeared in a few videos, and like he knocks me out in one video, and he escapes with a pumpkin. It's madness, but he's just your typical editor. He doesn't really like his job, but he's like he's just doing it for the money and all that. And it's quite funny for me to like because I get humour out of insulting myself, you know.
Hmm.
Like I don't. I'm one of those people who really doesn't take insults to heart because I can take it. I just insult myself all the time. So
Let's expand on that. Do you just insult yourself a lot over YouTube or just in general when it comes to yourself?
quite a lot. Like I tend to make jokes about myself and all of that, and like everywhere. Of course, I am
I
serious
think Linguini's kind of worried for me, to be honest. Here.
sometimes, and but most of the time I am kind of like making jokes whenever I can, and just like I find humor in insulting myself, which is why whenever I get bullied, like I just don't care.
Yeah. Like, this is who I am. I accept it.
Yeah, this is why
That's good.
like my mental health's always been good in like that aspect as well.
Well, that was a jinx, wasn't it? Fuck me.
Yeah.
Never really taken insults or anything like that to heart, which is always a good quality of mine. But I know a lot of people aren't like that, and they will struggle with like odd comments and stuff.
Yeah, I know personally that's something I can sometimes I'm like, I don't know, I just kind of
Yeah,
get offended.
it's kind of like it's just like one off comment can really like send to you, and the person doesn't realize that they've said this thing, but those comments stick with you, but they don't for me. Like, of course, there's the odd thing where someone will say something as a joke, like "you're so bloody annoying" and stuff, and I do think like, wow,
Yeah, I feel like I'm overplaying this a bit. Like, come on, I do get affected by shit, don't I? Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up the first part here. I'm gonna what are we on? 21:41. I don't want to make this too long, so we'll kind of do it in three, I think. I'll see you lot soon.